juice? Who's got the juice? Smooth.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear, I'm going to get you today, I swear to God. No, you're not, mate. I swear to me, Mom, you're not gonna get past me today. Oh, you wanna bet? Yeah, take that. No, not my pretty face. That pretty face will look better behind bars. No, I won't get you. Buzz! This isn't what it looks like, I swear. I wasn't slutting, I swear. Why would I want a tiny Buzz when I have a big Buzz like you?
So I was sitting in the bar the other day and oh my god, Rose, is there new Toy Story toys you have there? I want to play with them.
Oh gee, yeah, thanks, James. Do you know how long it took me to calm him down after last time? I mean, what am I gonna do to calm him down now? How can I make him happy? Where is my script? Gotta get my script. Where's my script? Oh, here it is. Hello, my juicy friends out there. Whether you come from that way or that way in the side of the globe, it doesn't matter. You've all got the juice. Now, who's watched this film? Because this film is flippin' great. This is Buzz Lightyear Star Command: The Adventure This is Buzz Lightyear Star Command: The Adventure Begins, and this was actually a pilot for a TV series that was going to air on one of those Disney Saturday morning programming block thingies on a Sky channel. I couldn't watch it because I didn't have Sky when I was a kid. I was always with the previews and whatnot, but I did watch the hell of this film an awful lot of the time, and I remember finding it absolutely hilarious. And watching it back, it still is just as good as I remember. I mean, especially Zurg. Zurg is just amazing in this.
Target the planet of widows and orphans!
You fiend!
I knew that would get him.
I just love him. And this film even had William Shatner singing in the credits.
There is a place in outer space where you can join in the fun.
And based on this cartoon series, they decided to make a video game about it. Fan-bloody-tastic! I remember my cousin purchased this game when we were kids, and we never actually passed the first stage because we didn't know what the bloody hell we were doing. So I decided to revisit this game to decide if me and my cousin were just being complete and utter idiots or if this game doesn't live up to the Toy Story name. So here is Buzz Lightyear Star Command for the PS1. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command was released in between the years 2000 to 2001 on the PS1, Dreamcast, Game Boy Color and the PC. And this is the Wikipedia page for it. Literally just this. I feel informed already! And the reviews for the PS1 version really vary, receiving 4.9 out of 10 to 7 out of 10. Now because this game is so heavily based on the cartoon series, I decided to do a bit of research into it. And you know, the cartoon series, it's okay. I mean, it is just as cheesy as the film, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem to hit my funny bones as much as the film did, so but if you really don't want to watch the cartoon series beforehand, don't you worry, pet, for this game shows you the intro to the show before you start.
Courageous and ever vigilant, leaping into action, Buzz Lightyear hurtles to the rescue!
Look at Woody! He just stands there thinking, Buzz, are you serious? Buzz, look at me, look at me! What even was that? Why'd you do this? You can't be serious.
Go!
But from this clip, we kind of get the sense that this show's filled with booms and bangs, if you know what I'm saying, and space. Lots and lots of space. Now, I just want to clarify this, you know, in case some of you guys are getting confused or anything, but the Buzz Lightyear in this game is not the toy version of Buzz Lightyear, as in fact, this is the real-life version of Buzz Lightyear.
Hey guys, look! It's the real Buzz Lightyear!
I have reason to believe that in the Toy Story universe, Buzz Lightyear the toy was actually used to promote this TV show. Then again, the film was used to promote like toys and all sorts of other brands in the real life world, and oh my god, this is a promotionception! So instead of being all cute and very creative like the Toy Story 2 game, we have a much more action-packed and futuristic and amazing guns-a-blazing game with aliens and space and... Actually, we don't. We really don't. Okay, when I first went into this game, I thought this was going to play out a lot like Toy Story 2, but you know, just in space and with a much more wide-shouldered human-looking Buzz. But nope! This game is nothing like the Toy Story 2 game. What you actually do is race. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought so with this cover, would you? So in each planet you have a criminal from the TV show that you need to catch. Now how do you catch a criminal in this game? Catch them as quick as you can? Weaken them, or maybe even knock them out as soon as you can to make sure this criminal does no more damage to its surroundings? Nope! You need to race them to their hideout and then you can capture them.
Wait. I give up. I'm knackered. We've been running for 7 hours now. We're both as fast as each other. We're not going to kill each other, so I give up.
In each course you are introduced to your villain and then you have to beat them to, let's say, the a battle arena and fight them. The levels take place on different planets, such as Joad, Canis Lunis, Flamar, Bathios, Trade World, and Ice World. Yeah, okay, I think I'm done with these. And most of these courses consist of running. And running. Oh, there's a jump. And running. You do have some stages that like to be a bit different by adding swimming mechanics, vehicles, and even making the ice world very slippy. So it tries to add variety, I guess. But even with the vehicles, if you run out of fuel, you'll end up running, so... I'm a running fool! I want to run with my 2 legs. I want to use my legs. And it's not as if the running runs smoothly. Buzz feels really light and airy. For example, if you miss an item you want to pick up, Buzz does a wide circular motion in order to turn around, meaning that you can miss the item you want by turning around, or it just completely wastes your time, rather than, you know, just doing a quick turn or something. And what's that? You wanted to stop? Well, I'm sorry, but Buzz thinks he's travelling faster than Sonic the Bloomin' Hedgehog, and he can't seem to stop himself, so you know what, it looks like you're falling off the edge. Soz. And don't get me started on the ice level. Actually, I'm gonna get started. Not only is Buzz airy and seems to find it hard to stop himself, but he now glides all over the place. So if you pick up momentum and then suddenly need to turn to change direction, except that you're not going in that direction. And then I had this bastard rub it in as he came up from behind me and pushed me off the bloody cliff. You what, mate? Now, whilst looking at this footage, I'm sure you've noticed that these aren't just simple races, as you have a load of obstacles in your way. Not obstacles as in ramps or anything like that, apart from these ramps which were bastards, as one enemy made me lose momentum with a bomb right before the ramp, or I had this barrier which looks straight but it's actually at a slight angle, and until you realise this you hit the wall, and you also hit the wall because there's a turning over here or it's like a curvy thing and you don't see the barrier, so you just go up it unknowingly and you just go BOOM! You hit the wall! But your obstacles mainly consist of enemies and even sometimes your items. Let's start with the enemies. They are annoying. Rather than filling you with risk or fear as you're thinking, oh shit, I better fight these guys off if they're going to kill me, they do hardly any damage. In fact, they do so little damage that rather than fighting them off, you can just run past them and not have to worry about your health. You literally just run. Run into them, take their bullets, do whatever you want. They don't care, and I don't care. They just get in my way. Yes, excuse me, Mr. Robot from Zerg, but I'm actually in a bit of a hurry. I am in a race, you see. So would you mind letting me run past? Oh yes, thank you, kind sir, thank you. But you can ask your buddy Booster to get rid of all the enemies in a certain area just to get them out the way. But the criminal you're chasing keeps on running. Come back here, you little shit! And I can understand to some extent why these enemies are weak, because at the end of the day, this is a race. But then why does the game chuck out all of these items at me as if I would need them to... But then why does the game chuck all of these items at me as if I would need them to defend myself? The only time I felt as if my life was at risk or that I really needed to upgrade my weapons... You gotta upgrade my weapons so I can shoot some bitches. The only time I felt as if my life was at risk or that I really needed to upgrade my weapons was in missions 12 and 13. As in 12, your criminal zooms off and locks every door behind him, which can only be opened once you kill all of the enemies in that area. And this level takes around 15 to 20 minutes to finish, and it's really boring and repetitive as you can probably imagine. And mission 13 has these robots that shoot electricity, and these are the only enemies that do real damage and make you actually think about your health. You know, rather than just taking all of the bullets and running for your fellow men. In each level, you will also see these bubbles, which are scattered all over the place with numbers. And these are more powerful guns which you can purchase to use. You purchase them by collecting these triangles. Red ones equal 1, silver 5, and gold 10. But these guns are pointless. The only time I used these different guns was in a boss battle, as you actually have a reason to shoot them. But when I'm racing, by the time I'm shooting an enemy, I run past him before I can kill him. So unless I stop running in the race, which you don't want to do in a race I might add, there is no point in fighting them. But you can also purchase little shortcuts throughout the levels, such as jumpy platform thingies and teleports. I used the teleport once and I felt that it did jack shit, but these jumpy things, they're fun. But if you don't have enough money for these items, they become obstacles and just stop you in your track, as rather than letting you run through them like a lot of other games, they become solid and bounce you backwards. For fuck's sake. As I mentioned earlier, the only time you want new guns is in the boss battles. And the thing with these races is that if you beat your opponent to the battle arena, hide out before they get there, your co-worker Constable Mira reduces their health by half and you get access to the items for free. Now, if she really cared about all of the planets, wouldn't she do this all the time anyway without depending on me winning a stupid race? But if you don't win the race, you have 15 seconds to catch up to them, and then when you fight them, the enemies are at full health and you have to purchase your guns within the battle. Now, can I just make a very quick point here? If Buzz is able to overtake his criminals and still know where the hideout is without having to follow them, proving that he already knew in advance where the hideout was, then why the bloody hell didn't he go to the hideout in the first place so he was able to capture them without them expecting it? Or, you know, while they're just there chilling or playing poker or something, just ambush them when they again least expect it, and then he could catch them so much easily rather than have to do a bloody stupid race!
You're an idiot.
Now these boss battles are piss easy. Oh dear me, my voice was like piss. Now these boss battles are piss easy. First of all, I just want to point out that you can't shoot them whilst you're running. Oh no, what do you think this is? Buzz Lightyear of Star Logic? Pah! You can only give them damage in their arenas, and their health is monitored by these little bubbles, each bubble representing their force field. To weaken their force field, you just shoot them with your guns, really. And sometimes they like to make this lovely sound. And these criminals do actually fight back, but you know, Buzz is a strong space cookie and hardly takes any damage, so But I will admit, I did actually have to look at my health for some of these boss battles, but notice how I said some, okay? Because that's very important. And some of these bosses do have weaknesses, such as different guns can be more effective than others, but most of the time the gun you get before you start is more than enough, so don't waste your time figuring this out. And once their shields have gone down, you kill them quicker than the amount of calories Buzz burns from all of this running! And I'll tell you what, Zurg is the hardest boss there is! Ha! Did you see that? I was joking. He was absolute bloody piss. Ha! Zurg does have a final boss, to be fair, but I don't want to talk about this much, as it's literally just shoot these enemies. Zurg comes down to give you more enemies. Shoot them whilst he's down. He goes up. Shoot those enemies. Repeat the formula. And it's boring! And you only get stupid credits at the end, which is text with the enemies walking in a circle. And it's boring! And I am aware that I'm talking about the final boss mid-review, but you know what? I'm Buzz Lightyear, so I don't care! And my glasses fell off my head! Oh no! No! So once you complete each stage, you get awarded medals, which you need in order to unlock the next stages. The main one showing that you had beaten the level, and the two smaller ones show that you collected a certain amount of triangles and that you collected all of the LGMs, yes, that's little green men, that are scattered all around the levels. But these two medals only count as half of a medal, so don't get too excited and start losing your pants. And in each level you also have a time trial run, which is pretty self-explanatory, and a miss an item quest thingy, where one of your comrades, who's a robot, has lost all of his parts and you need to retrieve them to him before the time runs out. You need to literally run into him, by the way. You can't just be near him, oh no, you have to actually shove them down his throat so he never loses them again! All of your other friends want to help you out, but this guy just enjoys being difficult. And I don't know about you guys, but he looks pretty intact to me. And whereas in all of the other levels in this game you get a cute little clip to show which episode this level refers to, in these levels you get the same clip and voiceover over and over and over. And this robot is the funny guy.
The key to being blown apart is keeping an eye on where your body parts land. A little help here would be a good thing.
And XR's pieces look a lot like the item bubbles, so there was a lot of the times I had to look at the bubbles to make sure I wasn't picking up an item rather than a piece of XR. And in one instance I got lost as I didn't know where the hell his piece was, and only then did I notice that in this whole game I've had a navigation arrow telling me where to go this whole time. But look at how faint this is! How are you supposed to see this? I only saw this near the end of the game, so all along I was just being a wanderer. I was a wanderer. I wandered round and round and round and round and round. Whoa! But the graphics in this game are quite nice, I have to say. It's colourful, has the same cartoony effect as the show, and each area is easy to identify. I mean, you have this planet, which I will call Swamp Planet, as it's all dark green, muggy and darkly lit, and you also have planets such as this, which I'll call Hot as Shit Volcano Planet, as you can identify the rock textures and see the piercing orange and yellows for the lava. In fact, the only issue I have with these graphics is some of the character models. Oh, well, yes, that's a face. A flat, pointy, messed up face. Oh, yep, look, that's certainly the face of my old partner. I remember him looking at me with his one eye, even though he has two eyes, and smiling at me with that skinny, wide smile, and oh, he used to always complain about how bald he looked. Oh, the memes. But despite some little knickknacks, you can still identify who each character is from the show. But I had a real problem with this guy, as in the show, I presume he's a giant, as we can see him here being bigger than a flippin' house. But here, he looks like a giant angry teddy bear with a lion roar. In fact, I believe all the voices in this game are from the show, so fair play. And the voice acting is just as cheesy.
Buzz, does it have to come to this?
There's only room in my life for one lady, Star Command.
Stop right there, Creepazoid.
Feed me energy, puny human.
Buzz Lightyear, I tire of you.
And I tire of your lawlessness, one. This is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. All evil entities will now surrender to me.
Not today, Buzzy boy!
And you know what else I noticed with the sound? They basically copied the music from Toy Story Racer. No joke, listen to this. In a game where you're a toy racing toy cars and it's all fun and amazing, I expect this kind of music. The music suits this. But in a game when you're on an epic space adventure quest thingy catching criminals and whatnot, I was expected to hear something more like this. There are some songs that I think can just get away with feeling like a space adventure. But come on, for a TV show that's all about exciting battles and stuff, you need your music to be a bit more gripping than this. Actually, you know what? Take this as another prime example. This isn't a game over song. This is a song that plays when Mr. Silly goes over to the silly shop in order to get himself a new silly hat, but on his way there, he slips on a silly looking banana and then hurts his silly little bottom, and everyone there around him's just like, oh, better luck next time, Mr. Silly, you silly, silly sausage. And that's Buzz Lightyear of Star Command for you for the PS1. To sum it up, it's boring. I'm really sorry, but playing this again, I just got so blooming bored. The gameplay's repetitive, the controls are crummy, the music doesn't engulf you in the atmosphere, and I just got so bored. So I'm afraid that even though this game is Toy Story related, it unfortunately does not have... Well, Buzz, I mean, yeah guys, this game does have the juice, doesn't it? It's the best game ever. It's all happy fun. It's my favourite game, the best game, and it's all like happy fun time. Oh my god. Look, okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to speak really quietly now, you know, in case he comes back. But unfortunately, this game does not have the juice, and all I'm gonna say for now is Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I will say farewell and wish you good luck on your journey to infinity and beyond.
Good guys, we can fly far across the starry sky.
I'm so sexy! Everything about me so sexy!